Now, I know everybody is aware that these hearings that they have a lot of times where they have these companies and have the executives of these companies come in front of Congress and testify. A lot of that stuff is just political theater. Like, he's going to get his tongue lashing. They're going to make him look bad on TV. In time, something else will occur. And, you know, the news cycle will change and everybody will forget about it. And no real substantive change is going to come about from that hearing. It was just something that was there, like, oh, look at this guy, bad guy, bad guy. Okay, well, go home to your millions of dollars and nothing ever really happens to you. And well, the Wells Fargo CEO is no different. He doesn't care if people don't like him. How many honest people does he run into on an everyday basis that really matter to him? Like, most of the people around him are there to serve him, to get something that he has. Like, when you're incredibly wealthy like that, people kind of become commodities. They're there to service your needs. So I really don't think that, the ire he may receive from the general public really means anything to him. So, I mean, in that regard, I really don't think he cares. He's just doing whatever he has to do to keep his check coming in, and that's just about it. But here's what I want to talk about, though. Everybody's saying, Elizabeth Warren is back and she's doing what she's always done, and this is a progressive warrior and all that. You ever notice something? That true progressives, when they're out there doing their thing, they don't get media play. The media doesn't have anything good to say about them. So that should already tell you right now that when she's getting all this favorable media attention, it's really just an attempt to rebuild her brand after she took a lot of damage from supporting Hillary Clinton in the primary. So, we kind of have to be careful about allowing the media to kind of manipulate, what our feelings are about particular politicians, and just stick to just judging them based on what policies they support, what policies are we supporting, what's their voting record, because she's been in there for a while now. And just like I spoke about Obama opposing mass surveillance, Elizabeth Warren wasn't there on mass surveillance. She was brought around to the fight for 15, but she wasn't there on that either. So, as far as I'm concerned, her issues team seems to be centered around finance and banking, and that's immensely important. I'm not denying the importance of that issue, but what I'm saying is, those are the issues where she can be counted on to support us, and other things and other issues basically that are not in that realm, we may need to actually push her, just like we would have to do with any other neoliberal. And so because of that, it's hard for us to really hang that like a medal or a pin, that progressive pin, or the stripe on the lapel, whatever you want to say. It's hard for me to really put that on her. And the reason why I say that is because when we needed her in the primary, where was she? Did she come out and speak for progressivism? Did she show that Bernie Sanders wasn't a fringe candidate? He wasn't alone, that there were people out there supporting him? No. She said she's going to stay neutral. For what? If you really do care about these issues, when somebody is out there fighting for them, you don't let them fight out there alone because you're scared. And I don't know if it's just cowardice or if she was trying to do something else. Whatever it is, it wasn't a concerted effort. And odds are, whatever she was trying to do on her own failed because she's doing it on her own when she could have been coordinating and working with other allies to get a bigger thing done. But I'm not even going to get into that. I don't believe she is playing three-dimensional chess or checkers. I believe that's just an excuse that, we give these people when they make what looks like a mistake, and we just have a general liking towards the person, so we don't want to believe that they made a mistake. But I think it was a mistake. I think it's a mistake for any progressive to stand next to Hillary Clinton and proclaim her as a progressive champion. I think that's a mistake. Nobody, if you're really progressive, nobody should be doing that, because it's not helpful to your cause, and it's not helpful to the causes of the people that support you. So that's what I'm going to say about, people who, want to be a progressive champion, but when it's time to fight, when it's time to be out there and stand on those issues, they're nowhere to be found. And I think that, first off, we need to have courage, and I'm going to speak about that in a minute. We need to have courage as the populace but also we need to expect courage from the representatives who supposedly represent us. We should be expecting that they too should have courage and fight for us, and we will go to bat for them.